Alrighty guys, and welcome back to a brand new video, and today we are rebuilding the Sacramento Kings after a bad NBA trade deadline. So I think we all know we don't know what the Kings are doing. Nobody understands what the Kings are doing. I mean, I definitely don't know what the Kings are doing. Like I said, they made a trade that, in my opinion, was probably the worst thing they could have done, in my opinion. I don't think it really made kind of much sense. Not the worst thing they could have done. At least they did something, but I thought the Kings would probably blow up this roster, and they only made one trade, and I didn't even like the trade at all. DeAndre Hunter and second round picks to the Cavaliers, obviously. They got him. They traded away Dennis Schroeder and Keon Ellis. Keon Ellis can get you a first round pick alone, in my opinion, but instead they do this trade with the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers obviously win this trade. They get a backup playmaker that they needed. They get probably, one of the best point of attack defenders on the market, and Keon Ellis. Keon Ellis can get you, at least in my opinion, a protected first round pick. They got second round picks and DeAndre Hunter for both of them, which is insane, honestly. I didn't really get it. And that's the only trade they made too. After this, people really thought that they'd probably trade, Sabonis. Apparently the Raptors are one of the teams that were interested, but apparently the Kings' asking price was too high, which, I mean, I guess they'll wait till the offseason to trade him. I feel like they could have also traded DeMar DeRozan as well. If they really tried hard enough, they probably could have traded DeRozan, but I don't know. I guess no team wanted him. I understand Zach LaVine. I really do. Like, his contract is bad, and I didn't expect him to get traded. I feel like it was the Milwaukee Bucks, and that was it. That was the only desperate enough team I think could have took on LaVine. At least trade Russell Westbrook, man. He doesn't deserve to be on this team, honestly. This right now, this team is 12-44 heading into All-Star break. This team is not good. And I feel like Westbrook at least deserves to get released or bought out so he can join a contender. But I never liked the fit initially. Like he's been playing okay with the Kings, but I didn't think if he wants a fair shot of winning a title, I feel like they could have at least released him or traded him for like a second round pick to get him on a contender, something like that. I don't know, but no, he's still on this team. There are some bright spots to the team, I guess, like Maxime Reynaud. Dylan Cardwell has played pretty good this year. I mean, that's just about it. This team doesn't even have a franchise superstar. This is obviously one of the worst franchises in the NBA, but we're going to try and fix that in today's video. But your rotation for the rest of the year is going to be Russell Westbrook, Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Precious Achiuwa, Domantas Sabonis, Maxime Reynaud, Malik Monk, Nick Clifford, Dylan Cardwell. That'll be your 9 rotations. We got to figure out what we're going to do for the rest. We'll just run 11-man rotations. That team wasn't going to be good anyway, so it's going to run 11 deep. Hunter and Murray are hurt right now. So DeAndre Hunter's contract is even. I can see if maybe he was an expiring contract, but no, he has 2 more years left on his deal, so he'll be with this team for a couple more years. But I'll see y'all at the end of the season. And was the MVP, Cooper Flag, Rookie of the Year, Jaime Jaquez, 6-man, Wemby, Defensive Player, Booz Ellis, Most Improved, Clutch Break on a Denny of D, Coach on a J, Bigger Staff Executive on a John Murphy. So yeah, they also looks like they updated some player hairs I've seen on Twitter as well. I've seen they updated Kate Cunningham, DeAndre Ayton, and that's all I can remember right now. But as you can see, they did update Kate Cunningham's hair. That's not even though it probably doesn't matter, honestly. But at the end of the season, we obviously missed the playoffs. We obviously are tanking to try and get a draft pick. We finished off the 15th seed, 25 and 57. So player stats, we had about 18 from LaVine, 18 from DeRozan, 15 from Westbrook, 14 from Sabonis. So we'll probably look to trade most of these players. Unfortunately, I just don't think there's any market for Zach LaVine. He hasn't even been good this season, honestly. So, like I said, I don't know. Will there be a market for Malik Monk? I don't know either. Like, it'll be really tough to even trade some of these guys that we have because, if I'm being honest, I feel like if they would have had the opportunity to trade LaVine, DeRozan, and Sabonis, I feel like they would have done it. So these guys don't have any value out there. I don't know. It's a really tough situation the Sacramento Kings are in. We might not be able to get a first-round pick for any of these guys. I know it sounds crazy, but that's just what it is right now. We didn't even get a pick for Keon Ellis. I feel Keon Ellis was the most valuable player on their team. Shea and the Thunder win the championship, but it's going to be tough. LeBron James will retire. Russell Westbrook is going to retire, which kind of sucks, honestly. I had to waste his career on this team. But I guess we'll leave it the way it is since can't really do nothing. We could override it, but Doug McDermott's also going to retire, so DeMar DeRozan is retiring, which sometimes happens. But all right, heading into the draft lottery, though, we are going to be projected the number 2 overall pick in the NBA draft, and hopefully we finally get lucky in these rebuilds. we're gonna finish That's it. I am so tired of this, but we're going to finish with number 6. The Clippers get to keep that pick because it ended up being a 5, which is probably the best case scenario for the Clippers. But us falling to 6 is just so freaking unlucky. Like, the Lakers went up all the way to 3, but we went all the way down to 6. So that's just, man, bro, I would at least stay at 2. But honestly, getting that is just so. We're going to probably keep Doug Christie, but getting number 6, so we can't even add Boozer, Peterson, or anybody. And I haven't added these guys in so long, bro. It sucks. We can't really do anything about it either because no team is passing up on that opportunity to take the 3 of these guys. Like, why would the Jazz trade down? Why would the Nets trade down? And the Lakers could literally add a top big talent next to Luka and Reeves. So, yeah, I don't really understand that. As a Lakers fan, I mean, I'd like that a ton. But anyway, yeah, it's definitely an unlucky situation we're in right now. But that makes this rebuild even harder. I'm gonna keep Doug Christie because there's not really much head coaches that are better than him that we can replace him. So even though he might get fired after this season, I'm probably gonna keep him. So heading into the draft, we have the 6th overall pick. Before the draft, we could look to trade at least one of these guys, which I'll probably look to do. Probably, I feel like the easiest player to trade here would be like probably DeRozan right now. So we don't really have to get a first round pick for maybe a protected first, but I'll see what I could do. Make this trade with the Chicago Bulls. This won't be the trade, obviously, but send them to the Bulls might make some sense if they want to make kind of like a big splash this offseason. So the last video I made a trade with the Raptors, and the video before that I made a trade with the Grizzlies, obviously. The Memphis Grizzlies don't make sense anymore after trading Jaren Jackson. They're probably going to go in a different direction, but the Bulls could. The Raptors could as well because they were the team that they obviously was the last team they probably talked about Sabonis with. But I traded with the Raptors in the last video, and I kind of want to see if I can make a trade with the Bulls this time. So getting like Patrick Williams contract in a trade and like maybe a younger player like Asengi didn't play all his rookie season, so value probably wouldn't be that high. And I mean, what I'd rather have, they already have a bunch of guards, so they'd be willing to trade us Rob Dillingham in this trade. I mean, they got him for Al Desumu. But would I rather have him? I mean, the Sengun, to be honest, he isn't that good, and like he just isn't. So I think I'd have Rob Dillingham. So I'm gonna make them accept Rob Dillingham team option, and then we're gonna see if we can get him instead. So maybe they want to trade him for Sabonis. Maybe I think they would. They'd have a bunch of guards, so I feel like it would make sense. I don't really see where he would fit. So he would have a clear shot at developing here, honestly. So I think he'd like to come here though. So Rob Dillingham, Patrick Williams, and then. Maybe if they want to give me a Coro as well, he's 25 years old. No, he gives us a solid wing that I don't even know. He wouldn't even play for us. So how about just they give me pick 15 and a protected 2030 pick if I can do that. So how can we get a protected pick in this? So it's not letting me put any protected. Okay, so we can have a 2027, but they can't trade back-to-back picks. Which is so okay. There we go. So we make this a lottery protected 2028 pick. I do this trade right now. They do want, okay, I mean, I'm not doing that, obviously. Maybe we settle on one first. Like, the bonus's value isn't good right now. So unless they like to have, like, well, I guess we can't even trade anything to them, like Malik Monk, but why would they want this? So I think we just go ahead and maybe throw a second-round pick in there, those to get it done. All right, let's just settle on one first. Let's find this, obviously. If this doesn't work, I'm going to use override because this isn't a lot to give up at all, in my opinion. Maybe we get 2 firsts in this draft. What do they say to that? They still want way too much. I'm not willing to trade. All right, there's 1 first, fine. So Dillingham, Patrick Williams, and a pick in this draft. This isn't a lot to give up at all. I guess we'd be adding another pick and maybe some youth with Rob Dillingham. Take on Williams contracts. Like I said, this is literally a W for the Bulls in my opinion, but they still say no. I'm not giving up my pick in this draft. It's just not happening. So if they want a couple seconds, like we can get to that, fine, but I'm not doing anything. It's just not happening. So I'm getting to the point where I might use trade override, bro. I think we have to because this isn't making any sense right now. So I'm gonna use override. I'm just gonna get it over with. Trade override. I actually included something that wasn't in the final offer we did. I just got us a second round pick for it, though, so we can at least have something else. I don't know. I just feel like we might have been getting a little. I mean, not really. Like I said, Zvolin's value is low right now. I'm cool with it, honestly. And then we're going to do that before draft night. I'm going to wait to trade DeMar DeRozan until after the draft. And then Levine will be tough to deal. Malik Monk will be tough to deal as well. Like I said, this team, it should have a lot of cap space, but we have a lot of players under contract right now. So that should be a help. That should help a little bit, I guess. But, all right, number 1 is going to be Peterson to Utah. 2 is going to be Cameron Boozer to Brooklyn. So the Lakers will get DeBan. No, they did Caleb Wilson. Well, do the Hornets take the ban set? They do. What? Okay. So right now they have a lot of forwards, so they're gonna have to definitely trade one of them. But yeah, I was really hoping the bans would have potentially felt us, but I feel like would have been great. But okay, I took Mikael. Mikael Brown is perfect for this team. Not gonna lie, but I took him in the Lads Kings video. I don't want to do it again. Do we switch it up and take the other point guard in Darius? I mean, you know what? Since he's the other point guard in the draft class, looks like he got a lot better. So it looks like the draft class did get updated, which is pretty cool. So Darius Cup Jr., we're going to take him instead. That's fine. That's a little bit better. But pick 15, we got Yaxel, we got Thomas Hug, Flemings, we got Mullins. I know Mullins is pretty good. I know Yaxel, don't know much about him. He's ceiling not available, starter. Koa Pete is all-star ceiling, so we might take him. I'm not gonna lie. So I think we'll go with him. So Koa Pete, welcome to Sacramento. There are 2 second-round picks. We got Ade Mara. We got Julian Swyan, which we'll go ahead and take him. I low-key been recently hearing some good things about. I did not say his name right at all. That is Dylan Swyan. I did not say his name right at all. Then we'll take a Dave Morrow with this pick, and we'll have one more second, I guess, which we'll go ahead and take Ogete Owe, and that'll be our last pick. So not bad. We drafted 76, 74, and, you know, some players that could become good players for us in the future. So we'll take it. Zach LaVine will accept this player option. Unfortunately, I'm not going to happen, though. Devin Carter was somebody that was in trade rumors before the season started. I'm not going to lie. So heading into free agency, we don't have much money to spend, which makes sense. But I think this is where we obviously start to sell even more. So DeMar DeRozan will be traded. I don't see him back with this team at this point. He's on a 1-year deal. And yeah, we're going to trade him. And then we're also going to go ahead and probably look to trade LaVine. It's probably going to not be possible. And then Malik Monk is somebody I want to trade as well. Idea I got in any type of DeMar DeRozan trades. We're sending him over to the Milwaukee Bucks for Kyle Kuzma, Gary Harris, and a really, really bad pick swap, honestly. Let's say Giannis is still in the Bucks in the offseason. He heads into the season with the Bucks, which I don't know if it'll happen or not, but it seems like he honestly wants to stay. So, honestly, we could do something like this. We get Kuzma, Gary Harris, and a pick swap for DeMar DeRozan, and that's it. Like, we don't even have to so something like that is not a lot at all. But I'm just going to do this trade, and they are going to counter it. They want Owe. They'll give me a second pick swap. I mean, sure, I guess. So you guys want to give me 2 swaps for DeRozan? That's fine. All right, you guys can have that. And then I do want to also trade Malik Monk really quickly, and I think teams should be interested in him. If we trade him, you know, definitely it'll be a great score for teams like the Pistons want to give me something for him, like the Nets, if they want to contend, which they might want to, I'm not gonna lie. So we take on the man's back contract. We let, you know, so I think this makes some sense for both teams. If the Nets want to contend this season, we could make that trade. The Pistons could definitely do score off the bench. I don't know. So the Pistons, I don't think they want to absorb his full 20 million. I don't think that makes sense for them. So with swapping him for LeVert, like with Pistons fans like that, I don't know if LeVert's been really that bad for the Pistons though. So I think the Nets might make a little bit more sense that trade. So I mean, either way, actually, we're just gonna make that trade with the Pistons. We're not gonna get this obviously, but we'll take on like LeVert's expiring. Don't know if this is much of an upgrade, but for them it might be. I don't know. But I'm gonna take on LeVert's expiring. We get an expiring contract, and we take on like multiple second round picks. So LeVert and 3 seconds from Malik Monk. They decline. They want Harris. They'll give me. No, I guess fine. These counters have been really weird. But this like that we have what 14, 15 players in the team, so that gets us into the the eligible spot. Enough players in our team. So now we have is Darius A. Cuff, Devin Carter, Rob Dillian. We'll probably move well, I don't know, we'll figure it out. Levine, the Hunter, Nick Clifford, Karis LeVert, Koa Pete. We got Swyan, we got Keegan Murray, Kuzma. We have a lot of wings, as you can see, a lot of wings, but we'll definitely move some positions around. And then, yeah, it's probably what we're going to have to roll with right now. Yeah, like I said, it's not great. I don't love it at all. Probably move Cardwood over to backup center so we can at least have some, something that'll look a little better there. And then, yeah, we'll definitely have to figure this thing out, but it will be figured out soon. Trust me. We're not going to sign anybody in free agency. We don't have enough money. We don't need to. And we have 15 players. Expected Zach LaVine is regressing down to an 80 overall. Nick Clifford's up to an 80. Keegan Murray. So yeah, this team isn't good. It's just not. We got these guys progressing. Like Dillian going up 4. That's nice, but this team isn't good. LeVert progressing. So I said, for the third straight time, this team is not good. So we're probably going to have another lottery pick in 27, which is a good, and we're probably going to be bad for like, I'd say 2 to 3 years. I know Kings fans don't want to hear that, but that's unfortunately where the team position is at right now. Power ranking lands is 30th, so one of the worst in the NBA. Running a balanced system. So your rotation, though, is going to be Devin Carter, Zach LaVine, DeAndre Hunter, Keegan Murray, Dylan Cardwell, Nick Clifford, Maxime Reynolds, Kyle Kuzma, Patrick Williams, Darius Akov, and then Rob Dillingham. So first of all, I don't want to start Devin Carter at point guard. He'll probably move over to the shooting guard spot, so we'll do that. Because I do want to go and start Dillingham or Darius. They want to start Dillingham, that's fine. They want to bench LaVine now, which makes no sense. Okay, well, I don't want to put a Vorts not starter on him because he might start post-trade deadline. You know what, fine. We'll put a Vorts not starter on him for now. Since LaVine doesn't make sense to him come off the bench right now. What the plan is for LaVine, I want to trade him at the trade line. So what we're going to try to do here is we're going to try to push his value up a lot. So he'll be like the only like scorer on this team, legit scorer on this team. And then his value should go up. His stats should look well. And maybe a team would be willing to trade for him. So I'm going to push his shots in the season up so he can potentially have a good season for us, at least to the trade deadline. So he'll have a good season to the trade deadline. He'll just be scoring a lot. His stats will look good. We can build his value back up, and then maybe a team will be interested. Who knows? We'll see, though. Hopefully it doesn't make our team good, which so far, a little better than I think, but this won't stay for long, trust me. At the end of the season, it did not go well, which is great. You might have seen a spoiler already, but MVP goes to Anthony Edwards, Peterson Rookie of the Year, Kobe White winning Sixth Man of the Year for the Lakers. 6 men, we got a defensive player, we got Chalmgren, and then most improved. Wait, what am I looking at? Like those who want to either say Clutch Berry going to Devin Booker, Coach of the Year, Kenny Atkinson, Executive John Murphy, Cup MVP going to Şengün. But we finished off not making the playoffs, obviously. No, we definitely did not improve, which is great. 25-57, one of the worst records in the NBA. But hopefully we get the number 1 overall pick this year, add something to this team. But as you can see, LaVine wasn't good this season. He wasn't that good, so we couldn't really trade him. So the plan did not go well. But yeah, it's a good thing. 17 from LaVine, 14.5 from Kuzma, 12 from Darius, 10 from DeAndre Hunter. As you can see, this team was pretty bad this year, but it's okay. We're probably least worse in offensive rating, which we probably are. Offensive rating, we're number 30th. Defensive rating, we're actually surprisingly not even that bad. We have the 11th best defense in the NBA. So we keep that in mind. Our defense is actually pretty good somehow. But we have the worst offense in the NBA. The Timberwolves win the championship again. Okay. Anthony Edwards definitely building himself a legacy there. But okay. DeMar DeRozan does retire with the Bucks. He helped Giannis out a little bit. I don't even know. I don't think they made the playoffs. So, they gave up 2 pick swaps, their last first-round picks, that they can even trade. Did they make the playoffs? No, they were terrible. They were worse than us. But even with Giannis, worse than us. But, all right, draft lottery time. We are going to be projected the number 4th overall pick in the draft. Hopefully we jump up here. We're going to fall. Okay, we're going to stay at 4. I'm fine with that. Usually we go down, but I'm fine with that. The Nuggets got 1. But I'm fine with that. That's not the worst case that can happen. So obviously this year moving off from Doug because we do got like Doc Rivers here, Billy Donovan, Kenny Atkinson just won Coach of the Year, Joe Mazzulla. So if we can get Joe Mazzulla or Kenny Atkinson to come to the team, that would be great. And then Jason Kidd is here as well, Mark Dagnall. So it will be funny if we don't get any of these guys. But I think I'd like to add at least one of them, and then I guess we can add Doc Rivers if we want to as well, and then Kenny Atkinson's always there if we don't get any of them. So we are going to land Kenny Atkinson. He just won Coach of the Year, so I'll take it. It's fine. All right. Heading into the NBA draft, we have the 4th pick and a bunch of second-round picks. Maybe we can package some of these second-round picks up to, maybe for a first-round pick. So I think I'll see if I can do that. So we'll trade, 18, 22. We'll probably keep that second. But can we get, a late first-round pick? So, I don't know, pick 28. So who has pick 28? Pick 29 that's fine. But I'm trying to get who has 28. The Suns would they be want to do this? They do. Okay, so we get pick 28 in the draft, a late first. Can't be mad at this. We have a 4th, a first, and another second-round pick. So a 4th-round pick, 28, another second. All right. So let's see what we can take. This draft is considered weak, but Cameron Williams is here. I haven't seen him be this good, but I guess he's been playing pretty good in real life. He's 7'4". So if he falls, he gonna definitely be our center of the future. So I'm hoping Cameron Williams falls, but the Nuggets, why, bro? You have Jokic. Okay, Stokes goes off the board. Jordan Jr. goes off the board. That's actually so dumb. I mean, I really didn't want him. I'm not gonna lie. Part of me wants to honestly trade for him. But we do need a center of the future. Ray Noam isn't that, unfortunately. So what the Nuggets? You guys literally have you. He's on a player option, but still, I don't care. What? So we can trade him for pick 4 and Keegan Murray. So, I mean, Keegan Murray has been pretty bad for us. Maybe we honestly do this. Like, Keegan Murray just isn't good in 2K, especially for the Kings. The contract isn't good. While they do this, I don't know. But, yeah, I guess we can get Rui back, I guess. Even though we don't need Rui. But, all right, I'm going to probably do something like this. We trade a second-round pick. But we have to add some value in here. So we trade Keegan Murray to them, another role player they can use next to Jokic. And they trade down, I guess. So, yeah, I think we do this. So we'll do this trade, get our center of the future in Cameron. Never had him before, so he would make a lot of sense here. Cam Williams, welcome. You know, there's other guys we could have drafted. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, but I really did want. There was Bruce Branch the third we could have drafted. She has on me ceiling. Maybe we could have drafted him instead, but I like my pick. I'm fine with that. Then with the 28th pick, we got from a bunch of second round picks. We got Nicholas. My bad. I don't know why I said it like that. Mingo, Kwame Evans, anybody with All-NBA ceiling. Okay, Jackson Richardson has All-Star ceilings. Welcome to the team, Jackson Richardson. With our second round pick, I'm going to take Nicholas, and then that'll be our draft. We're drafting a lot of wings once again, but I like we having Cam Williams. We'll take it. I have salary cap off, right? I do. Okay. Or on, my bad. Devin Carter will accept. We'll accept everybody else. And Dave Mara, I'll bring him back. I'll bring back everybody here. Offering offers. Cardwell, he wasn't really efficient at all, so I'm probably not gonna. Well, it doesn't matter at this point. All right, free agency. Levine will be glad to let him go. We can gladly let these cap holds go. Let me get rid of him now, man. So Levine, that cap hold could go. Kuzma, Hunter, and Levert. A lot of contracts are off the books now. So now we have about $97 million on our team right now with max salary spot open, I'm pretty sure. So Dillingham and Darius, Devin Carter, Josh Richardson, Nick Clifford. I think we do trade, or we can move Rui to power forward, which I think we do. So Rui will play power forward until we figure out how we do with him. And then I kind of want Koa Pete to start this year. Rui, Patrick Williams. We have Kieran Williams and Max Maynard. So we actually don't need Cardwell back, but we'll have to figure out who we do this offseason. Do we decide to offer a free agent? I mean, who want to come over to Sacramento, though? That's the thing about it. I think I want to sign some restricted free agent, though, because usually it'll be funny if Jokic left. No, he's going to resign. Actually, that really made no sense for them to take a center anyway. But if he's the best player in the draft, maybe I could be a backup. So, there's Jarris Walker sitting here. I think if we want to send a power forward, I think he would make the most sense. You're a guy like Clowney. Clowney is 23. He just came off the Nets. He's unrestricted, but I think he'd be solid. I don't know. If I don't want Noah Clowney, though, I mean, if he could do what he did this year, average 12 points, solid efficiency from three, I don't even know. I want to offer like a Star Thompson. I mean, he would be okay, but I don't really need, I'm looking for like a power forward or maybe like a shooting guard. I don't know, but let's see. So there's Keontae George. I don't want to do anything crazy like that. So Belil. So maybe if they don't want to match it, potentially, yeah, but I don't know. Let's see. I'm gonna keep looking though. So Cason Wallace is here. He is. So we can. The Thunder are a prime example of this. We can offer Cason Wallace. I don't think he's worth 26 million. That's a little too crazy. I'm not offering him that. But like I said, maybe signing below Koulibaly. He shot 19% from three. Never mind. Okay. Grady Dick wouldn't be a bad option. He wouldn't be a bad restricted free agent offer. So if we can get Grady Dick, overpay on him, just get him on this team, I think he'd be a solid addition for the Kings. So I'm going to offer him like $14.5 million for 4 years. And then I guess if we can maybe get Jarris Walker, he wouldn't be terrible. So again, the two of those guys. So we signed 2 free agents that will probably be role players that bets for the future. But I think honestly they'll be 2 solid additions. We'll probably trade Rui Hachimura now for like a second-round pick that we could find. He was a throwing trade with the Nuggets. He's a good shooter, but I think he make a little bit more sense in a different team. So get Dash Daniel. That's insane. But I don't think we fleeced the Nets like that. All right. I'm just gonna send them to the Suns for like whatever. Maybe they want to give me a pick swap, fine. And then we have enough players on our team to head into this season. We do, okay. Player progression. I'm not gonna lie, player progression does look good right now. Rob Dillingham and Darius are both up 6 overall, so we don't know who they're starting point guard next year. I'm not gonna lie, but one of these guys will definitely be other guy will be a backup point guard. Jarris Walker's up to 82. Gray Diggs up to an 82. I'll move over to shooting guard. Carter's up to an 81. Koa Pete's up to a 79. Ray Nome is going down, which was expected. So that's why we went after a center. Carl was also going down. These guys wouldn't be able to be the starting centers of the future. Instead, we got a guy that we know can be in Kimmer Williams. So we'll take that. I'll see y'all heading into the season, or I'll see y'all in the rotation. Power ranking lands us 21st. Proficiency running at pace and space system. Our best system would be perimeter centric or 7 seconds. I guess we could run perimeter centric. So we're run perimeter centric. We're gonna change the Kenny Atkinson's preferred system to perimeter centric. Also, who knows how Kenny Atkinson's gonna be with this team? Like I said, I don't know. We'll see. So perimeter centric is we're gonna run. But Rob Dillingham is starting point guard. Grady Dick. They want to start Clifford, but honestly, just want to start Koa Pete right away. I know Koa Pete has more potential to be something better than what Nick Clifford has. So that's what I'm going to do. And I do like Nick Clifford. I'm going to go ahead and put Koa Pete up there. So Dillingham, Grady Dick will be our starting shooting guard. He should be a solid shooter at that spot as well. Koa Pete, Jarris Walker, Kimmer Williams at starting center, Darius Acuff Jr., Devin Carter, Nick Clifford, Maxime Raynome, and Dylan Cardwell, I guess, will be the last guy off the bench. That'll probably change throughout the season. Guys will get in, guys will get injured, whatever, you know what I mean. But yeah, we'll see what the 7'4" center does. He's not 7'4". Was that his wingspan? Probably was his wingspan. Okay, he's not 7'4". But I was probably looking at the wrong thing. But was I? I was. Okay. Tendencies, though, so we can finally have a clean slate of who we want to build around. I definitely want Cam Williams to score. He will. So we'll have a 96 shot tendency. Koa P will definitely be involved a ton. I guess we can just leave it the same. Like, we're not really, like, it's not or anything. I guess we can put Dillingham's up a little bit, see what he does with it. But I think I'm just going to leave it the same. So I'm not going to mess with anything just yet. We're still trying to figure things out on this team. So I'll see y'all at the end of the season. MVP at the end of the season, but Cameron Williams did win Rookie of the Year, averaged 22 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks, and actually can shoot threes. I didn't even know that shot. 30%. Yep, on 103 made too. So he's gonna be elite, bro. Trust me. So we already have potentially. Did I see he made the All NBA first team, or am I tripping, bro? There's no way he did. We have a future superstar in our hands. Finally, Sacramento has done it. Okay. So at least we have that, and it's a center. Usually I never rebuild around, like, draft the center and rebuild around him, but this guy is the guy we should build around. But we obviously didn't make the playoffs this season, or did we make the playoffs? No, we didn't make the playoffs. I was looking at the wrong thing. All right. We finished off the 11th seed, so 34-48. So honestly, we did improve the 11th. We were so close to making us out of the playoffs, but not entirely. So Cameron Williams definitely helped us out a ton. We had 22 from him with 10 rebounds, 18 from Dillingham, 16 from Darius. So I don't know which one is the guard of the future. I guess this offseason will decide. 12 from Koa Pete, 10 from Grady Diggs. We kind of have some stability about who and what we're doing and what we're building around, which is finally amazing to know. The Timberwolves do not three-peat. Instead, the Detroit Pistons beat the Thunder in 6, and they are NBA champions. We'll be here soon. Player retirements, we had Dame retiring a Brooklyn Net. We had Jimmy Butler retiring, and Tobias Harris retiring a Clipper. Okay. But heading into the draft lottery, we are going to be projected the number 11th pick in the NBA draft. We're projected number 1. No way from the DeMar DeRozan trade. That's crazy. I don't know if we're going to finish with that pick, though, because I believe it was it protect or was it a pick swap? Either way, the pick is gonna land. Okay, we don't have the pick. That's fine. That sounded a little too crazy at first, but we're gonna finish with pick 11, which is cool. So the Rockets are gonna get 1. It's their own pick. So does that pick convey like an unprotected pick then? It does not. It was a pick swap, so it's not really like a. Okay, so that's fine with me, I guess. And then we have a other pick in 23 from the Bucks, so it conveyed to it was a swap. It was a swap best with the Blades. Oh, okay, I understand now. All right. And Kenny Atkinson, I mean, got us almost to the play-in, so I think we keep him, right? So, okay, we'll probably look to draft for the 11th overall pick. I mean, this is a draft for those 2 forwards. Would have loved them, I'm not going to lie. But would have loved to get 2. Wish it was a swap best, but it's fine. And then, like I said, pause here. You know, whoever we want to take in, we'll see. Number one, Roger. Two, what a seminar pick. All right, we got Olivier, so we can have a future backup center with Olivier, which he's 7'7" with an 8-foot wingspan. So, like, I don't know. I know this guy plays for Florida. I don't know. Honestly, I really think it might be our best get to maybe do it just because, I mean, we drafting centers with our two for like, I know Ray Nome is not our future. Like, he's just not a good center in 2K. He regresses a ton. He's not our future, trust me. And the card wall just isn't efficient enough to be. They don't develop. So if we want to really have our center rotation in the future, we got our two guys. We want to draft them. So we already have every other position filled out potentially right now. And there's not much really like in this draft. So sure, give me Olivier. So we draft two centers. And with our other pick, we got Costain. Looking at him earlier, might as well take him here since he fell. With our second round pick, we'll take Trent Perry. So all right, welcome to the team all three, all two-way Trent Perry. Probably don't have a room for him at this point. I'm gonna accept everybody here. You know, Patrick will accept his player options, whatever. Nicholas will bring back qualifying offers. I'm not gonna extend Ray Nome or Cardwell. I want Swine back maybe, but three of those guys I want back. So heading into free agency, we don't have like Luka Doncic money or anything, but you know, how much is it? So okay, so a little bit more expensive, but all right. Darius Akov Jr., I think I will resign Rob Dillingham, though. They've both been pretty good for us. Really dig Jack Richardson, Koa Pete, you know, Nick Clifford, Koa Pete. I still want that to be the small forward rotation. Jarris Walker, Patrick Williams, and Cameron Williams, and we'll have Olivier be the backup center. He might not be ready, though. That's the thing. Actually, I think I will probably sign somebody for a one-year deal because I don't think he'll be ready, unfortunately. So maybe we re-sign Ray Nome for at least one more season. So sure, we'll offer him like a one-year deal, $6 million, because he probably won't be ready next season, like a team option or whatever. So sure, we'll re-sign Ray Nome. Carter has not been that bad. Like, he's been okay. I think I wouldn't mind him come back as qualifying offer, to be honest with you guys. But I know we have guys that could step in his spot, so I don't know. We'll have to see what we're doing about Devin Carter, honestly. I'm going to let Devin Carter go, though, and then he's been okay. Not much for the 13th pick. Qualifying offer-wise, we might wait on him, but I want Dillingham back, but not for the prices he's asking for right now. Like, anything better. Like, I'm not paying him that, unfortunately. So he has offers though from the Warriors. He might go. It's only a one-year deal, a proven deal. So if it doesn't work, we can trade him at the trade deadline if he's still not playing good. So I think that makes sense. But we'll definitely wait on Rob Dillingham. So okay, Carter to the Warriors. We're gonna match. Then we'll wait on Rob Dillingham. He has 12 offers now. So the Warriors want him too, bro. They want all of my guards, but wait on day 12 to just lowball a little bit. So the Warriors in on him though. So I'm gonna put this money down to like 25 million. Can we get it to something like this? So 28 million. Can I flat rate it by any chance? 4 years. Look, we don't have to flat rate. That's fine. Just I don't want to pay him that much money right away. So yeah, we'll pay him this. That's fine with me. He'll come back to this team, and then that'll be I'll sound like Ron Holland, but that'll be our last signing. Hopefully, play progression treats us good. Here's the cuff going up 5. Gritty Dick going up 4 to an 86. Rob Dillingham going up to 86. So he'll probably come off the bench. Cameron Williams going up to an 85. We got Kopi going up to an 83. Evan Carter going up to an 83 as well. Nick Clifford's up to an 81. See, I knew Olivia wouldn't be ready right away, but he'll definitely be ready probably like 1 to 2 years. So Ray almost take over for now. And then Richardson and then Nicholas are up as well. Richardson might be ready to, you know, outplay Devin Carter eventually if we decide to trade him in the trade line. If we're bad, we'll probably go ahead and trade him, which, you know, probably doesn't make sense. But like I said, still might not be a contender just yet. We can't get hyped until we actually see what's going to happen. So like I said, good or bad, I still might trade Devin Carter. We'll figure it out. But let's see how power ranking lands us. Is 7th. Okay, so playing team. Running a perimeter-centric system would be our best system, so we'll stick with it. And then your rotation heading into the year is going to be Darius Akov Jr., Gritty Dick, Koa Pete, Jarris Walker, Cameron Williams, Rob Dillingham, Devin Carter, Nick Clifford, Maxime Raynom, and Patrick Williams. And Cameron Williams passed the ball at a high level. He averaged 4 assists, so yeah, he has some playmaking potential as well. His tendencies will probably be up even more. Talking about touch and shots in this season, bro. He's going to be a monster. He's going to be a monster for us, bro. Talk about the next great center. All right. Got that going for us. Other tendencies, though, like it'll be Darius, probably Cameron Williams and Darius. I've decided on those two guys to potentially be the stars for us, and then Koa Pete could be a guy as well. So, yeah, Darius Akov Jr. and Cameron Williams will be the two scorers here. which I'm fine with. And we'll leave it like that. I'll see y'all at the end of the season. I did win the MVP, and I will say this year went a lot better. We finished off this season as a number 5 seed in the Western Conference. So yeah, 5th seed. Our record wise, we were 48 and 38. It's not like a top 3 team or anything, but I'll definitely take that record over anything. We were multiple games were 500. Offensive rating, we improved over to number 6 after being one of the worst. Defensive rating, we're number 14. Defense has been pretty solid throughout the video. Player stats, we had about 24, 10, 4 assists, a steal, and a block from Kimber Williams. So got to be happy about that. 20 from because they're both kind of banged up right now, though. 2 to 4 weeks and 1 to 2 weeks on a hamstring injury and an extended shoulder. Rob Dillingham with 18 off the bench, 60 from Koa Pete. We had about 9 from Grady Dick. He'll be out 1 to 2 weeks with the sprained knee. 9 from Clifford, 9 from Carter, 9.5 from Walker, 8 from Richardson. I decided to keep Devin Carter, so we were actually pretty good past the deadline. So he'll start up to 2 now, so I guess it ended up being a smart decision. We'll see if we can honestly make a run in the playoffs with our guy, Cameron Williams, leading the way. So I'm going to go Amir Tate and shake the bench utilization down. So I want to see really if we can make a run, though. I think we could. So we do have the Oklahoma City Thunder around 1, so a lot more of an experienced team than us at this point. But are they missing anyone? They're missing Chet Holmgren. So this might be a way to get out of round 1 here. We'll see. So Chet will be out for 1 to 2 years. He might return this series. We'll see. The Pistons are just missing everything. Missing K for this season. Zubac for this. Don't me start on how injury prone Zubac is, man, especially in 2K, but or mainly in 2K. Not in real life. But against the Thunder, we are going to go ahead and beat them at 7. I'm guessing Chet came back. It went all the way to 7. He didn't come back. Wow, okay. We're not going to lose those to a more experienced team, which I'm fine with, honestly. At least we pushed them to 7. At least we get put up a fight. And then Bam Adebayo and the Miami Heat win the championship. Kawhi AD goes back to the Lakers and retires. Then Rudy Gobert retires. Well, heading into the draft lottery, we are going to be projected. We don't have a lottery pick anymore. We're not in the lottery. I'm getting used to that at this point. But our pick is going to finish number 23. Staff signing, Kenny Atkinson got us to the playoffs this year, so we got to continue to keep him. So he's been nothing but getting this team better every year. Pick 23, so as you can see, we're slightly improving every year if you guys have noticed so far. But pick 23, we'll see what we can take here. And it is going to be, got Shailene Shepard, we might as well take. So Shailene Shepard, 6'8", 4 from Indiana. We'll accept everybody here. Qualifying offers, we have, I think Olivia might be ready next year, but I'm still going to extend Ray Nome so we can have a third-string center at least. So we got 3 centers. Definitely think we need. So I'll probably bring back Nick Clifford, right? So yeah, I think I'll bring back Nick Clifford and the rest of the guys we have here as well. So Nick Clifford is a good 3-and-D wing for us. Patrick Williams, honestly, could probably sign somebody else. Like I said, he was only here because this contract has been – that's a long contract the Bulls gave now that I'm actually thinking about that. But Ray Nome will be back with qualifying. Devin Carter at this point, might as well bring him back. Right? He's been a solid player for this team. I think we can afford to bring him back. So we'll pay him like $16.75 million. So we'll re-sign those guys, start things off. And then we'll see what we do about Patrick Williams in just a second. They just renounced him, so I guess pretty self-explanatory. So Darius, Rob Dillingham, Grady Dick, Devin Carter, Jazz Richardson. We have Koa Pete, Nick Clifford, Costanza, Jarris Walker, Shepard, and then we'll have Ray Nome back. And then we can honestly, yeah, I mean, probably Costanza can play power forward for us. So I think that'll be it. So Nicholas might be back, though, so we can rely on him to come back with Ray Nome. Trent Perry, so I guess we can have 3 players come back on our team. So we'll have those guys come back on our qualifying offer. Trent Perry has an offer from the Hawks. Actually, we're going to go to the Hawks. We'll just let him go to the Hawks. We're not even going to match it. So Ray Nome has an offer from the Raptors coming in, which will match that. We'll take our third-string center back, and then Nicholas does stick around his qualifying offer. He looks really good. Darius is up to a 5 overall to a 92, so I'm glad we went ahead and drafted him, bro. Just look like he's going to be a superstar. Kendall Williams up to a 90, Cole Peter to 87. So this team is progressing incredibly good right now. And like I said, Jack Richardson will eventually. So we have some fill-in guys. So once we trade Devin Carter, we'll have Jack Richardson to fill in this spot. And then once, Olivier's ready, which he isn't quite ready just yet, next season he'll be ready. 7-7 guy will be ready to take over at backup center with Kim Williams. That should be a scary A scary lineup to work with also when I'm recording this video. Mason Plumlee just signed a 10-day with the San Antonio Spurs. So, like, not that that literally matters at all. Don't know why I haven't pointed that out, but it happened, I guess. So, Power ranking Atlanta second, running a perimeter-centric system, which is almost a full five-star. Your rotation is going to be Darius Acuff Jr., Grady Dick, Koa Pete, Jarris Walker, Cameron Williams, Rob Dillingham, Devin Carter, Nick Clifford, Josh Richardson, and then we're on a 10-man rotation and get Maxime Maynome in the rotation, and that'll be it. So I'm not mad at this at all. I think this is a contender. I'll see y'all at the end of the season. MVP at the end of the season, which is nice. Ricky going to B-Cam Black. George Smith winning six-man MLB defensive player. At the end of the season, Kenny Agassiz won Coach winning 59 and 23 as well. He made the All-NBA for the Cam Williams winning MVP, and number 3 is crazy. But that's how good he is. We're the number 1 seed in the Western Conference as well. We got the Lakers around, one of my favorite team, 59 and 23 on the season for us. So obviously that is really good. So yeah, they have John Morant, Kobe Buffkin, Con Kneppel, Caleb Williams, Walker Kessler, Jay McDaniels, Nikhil Ja. So no more Luka. Pods, Chaz, Yaxel. He only went up to a 77 at this point. So I don't know if we ever draft him. I know they're not drafting him. He just doesn't really develop at all to a good player. So all right, we'll shrink our rotation now to an 8-man. Did I look at the player stats or anything else? So we went 59-20. I showed you guys that. Offensive rating, we were number 1. Came from the worst defense a couple years ago. Defensive rating, we're number 11th. Player stats, we have about 25 from Cameron, 13 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks, 21 from Darius Acuff, 20 from Koa Peace. This is the 3 guys we're building around right here, as you can see. 13 from Dillingham off the bench, 10 from Grady Dick, 9.5 from Walker, 8 from Richardson, 8 from Carter. So everything is going right into place. Now I think Richardson is ready to take the backward shooting guard role from, Devin Carter. So got the Lakers against them. We are going to go ahead and beat them at 5 to play the Pelicans. Fears, Murphy, Hugo, Sadiq Bey, Patrick, DeJounte, Ryan Hampton, Bryson Sabah. They are missing Zion Williamson and Derek Queen, which are 2 really big additions to their backcourt, obviously. So Derek Queen is out for this season on a broken ankle. Sadiq Bey is injured, but still playing through it. Shin splits, and then Zion must be hurt bad. He has spinal injury. He's out for the season. So yeah, I don't think we lose the team after this. Did these guys just get hurt? So I'm guessing no. Queen didn't play in the playoffs. Did Zion just get hurt? No, he didn't play in the playoffs either. So yeah, it should be pretty easy, I assume. We're up 3-1, and just like that, I don't think the Kings even won a playoff series in years at this point as well. Kind of what we do with the Dolphins. They haven't won since the year 2000. And, I don't know when the last team this team has won. I have to definitely search that up as well. But got the Houston Rockets in round 3. So A.J. Mitchell, Dash Daniel, Jabari Smith as small forward, something I've never really seen before. T.J. Rozer, Shangoon, Jaden Ivey, Lucas, Tyre Eason, Torrey, and Ahmed Thompson is injured for them. So we've been running into some injury luck here. I'm not even going to lie with you. Ahmed Thompson is out for this season, a high left ankle sprain. So that is a huge loss for them, obviously. So we'll see. Game 1 will go to us. Game 2 will go to us. Game 3 will go to us. And we beat them at 5. Yes, we can. To play the Indiana Pacers. So the Pacers have Tyrese Halliburton, the team we just rebuilded. Halliburton, so if you didn't watch it already, check it out. Halliburton, Yusufu, Connect, Colin Murray, Boyles, Malawat, Caleb Holt, Paul, Will Richards. So it looks like this Halliburton and DeAndre Hunter is here. He's with the he went back to Cleveland, signed with Denver, not getting much PT in Indiana. Totally forgot about him, not gonna lie. But they are missing Andrew Nimhard. We haven't got hurt not one time. Actually, we have been getting hurt. Just not meaningful injuries. Like guys are definitely playing through these injuries. We'll say that. Just it's not really important injuries at all. Guys are gonna play through them. So Hull is basically healthy, and then Andrew Nimhard is out for the season, a fractured leg. So big loss for them. So with Halliburton being the only scoring guy, like really, I think this should be relatively easier. I mean, Connect is averaging 18. The playoffs, Holt was averaging. So I guess it's not true, but we're going to take game 1. They're going to even it up. We're up 2-1. We're up 3-1. And we're going to beat them at 5 and just like that. And our first year of being a contender, really like number 1 seed, top 3 seed in the West, whatever, we are winning the NBA championship. So you love to see it. Kim Williams finals VP. I mean, what a rebuild this was. This was honestly, this video could not have went better. It was kind of perfect. I'm not going to lie. Nothing went wrong on this one. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Feel free to like and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Have a great day or night, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.